Hello there, everyone. Today we are doing the second episode of What If Deku Was Abandoned. In the last one, Izuku was abandoned. Of course, he made a camp called Black Bulls. He got his powers. He mastered firebending, nen, and hockey. Just a second. If you hear something in the background, that's just the music or dogs barking, right? So then, he met Sue and Mina and made his 3 swords. Yeah, these 3 swords, and both Mina and Sue got into UA. Yeah, with the top scores, right? So then, let's see here. Oh yeah, and I forgot to tell you this. I think, Sue is a hockey master. No, Sue has nen and Mina has hockey. Mina has nen too, but it's mostly to protect herself from Ren. That means nen, and Zetsu, I think was it. I haven't watched that show in a while, but yeah, to conserve energy, right? Yeah, that's basically it. Yeah, we stopped at the first day of UA. The first day of UA. Wait. Oh yeah, we stop for a bit, okay? I have to do something. Sorry about that. Okay, sorry about that, but this is a year before UA. I forgot to tell you this. It's a year flat before UA, and Izuku just got to the got to the city to check something that really does not matter, right? And then a villain attacks. A giant, muscular villain attacks, and he's fighting against 2 heroes, and you know what it is going, right? So Izuku checks out the fight, and it's the water foes heroes fighting muscular, And let's just say that was their day off, and they went to the mall with Koda, right? Let's just say that, you know. And Izuku is just watching until Muscular kills both of the water hose heroes, and then Izuku runs in and knocks out Muscular, right? And Muscular will get out of prison. I don't know how. Does not matter, right? We need the plot to progress, right? So then, Izuku is over there, yeah, and they aren't dead just yet. Like, it's a bit until their death, and he can't really heal them. Yeah, he can't heal them, even with his healing potions from the leveling system. He can't heal them. So then before they die, they thank him, and they say to protect their son, right? And then Izuku asks, "What's his name?" And then they say that his name is Kota. Yeah, Kota. Alright. Kota. Izumi Kota. Did not know he was named that. But yeah, they say Kota and they point toward him, right? And then Izuku just takes him and just runs off, right? Runs to his camp, and none of them can get to him because he's like superhuman strength and speed, because both Sung Jin-woo and Chairman Netero, right? Even Asta is fucking speedy as hell. And Zoro too. Oh, holy shit. Only Iroh and Cinco at that speed, right? So then they go ahead. He goes ahead and brings Kota to his camp, right? And this is, I think, 4 like 4 year 4 years after. No. They got the when it was 7. That's 3. That's 4. Then that means that it's 7. Yeah. Oh my god, I'm stupid. But yeah, it's 7 years after Mina and Sue joined the Black Bulls camp, right? So then he brings Kota over there, and let's just say that he has some minor injuries. Yeah. Izuku explains to him what happened while bandaging. Sorry about that, but while he bandages him up, yeah, he explains to him what happened, right? And he's in shock by that, and he really does not talk to anyone actually. So yeah, and in that year time, he actually unlocked his quirk, coda, I mean, which is water, water manipulation. Yeah. And Izuku trained him for hockey, right? He'll train him for an relay, right? And he trained him for Nen, because for Nen, I think at least, you have to be superhumanly strong to be able to use Nen, right? So then after that, yeah, and in that year he got closer to both Su and Mina, and of course Izuku, and it's like mother, father, son relationship, So yeah, yeah, that's pretty cool, and of course, Mendeley is trying to search for him, but for Koda, but she doesn't know where he is, right? Was probably a character. Sorry for the pause. Okay, let's continue, and let's see that there is a new character, a brother, the brother of Mirio, yeah, of Mirimo. Yeah, let's just call him that, right? And he will get one for all. He'll basically have the position of Deku, right? He'll take the position of Deku and everything. He was originally quirkless and then got one for all, right? And oh yeah, and his family loved him, right? Even though he's quirkless, right? Okay. Yeah. Where was I? They got that. The ball throw, the quirk assessment test, right? So then, let's go to let's see, Mina, yeah, let's say that, so then, both Mina and Sue go to the go to school. They both go to school, right? That scared the hell out of me. So then, yeah, they hear arguing, and then they enter, and it's Ida and Bakugo arguing, of course. And yeah, I forgot to tell you this. I think I didn't though. Izuku's gonna be a vigilante in this one. That's why he's not in UA. Yeah, he's basically gonna be living. Yeah, that's basically it. I don't know. I could make him get into UA, like, you know, but not right now. Like maybe after the sports festival, right? Um. So then, work assessment test, right? Uh, Mina and Sue enter and they see, um, and then they see Bakugo and Ida arguing. Sorry about that. And yeah, he's yeah, but no, 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 no. Wait, alright, and they don't pay much mind to it, right? Because they don't know neither Ida or Bakugo, right? So then they go ahead and go to the to their seats, and well, if they were in the lead, right? Ida just stops arguing and then looks at them and says that they are superior students to him, right? And yeah. And and who was it? I think it was Mina. No, it was Sue that got 99 and Mina that got 98 on the written exam, right? Or was it the other way around? Yeah, let's just call it that, right? Right. Yeah. So they just and I think that it was a Momo that got 98%, I think, right? So yeah, and right, yeah, and Momo is a bit jealous, but she ain't gonna do nothing, So yeah, but sorry about that. So yeah. These both is yeah. Yeah, Aizawa comes in, sheds them all up, and tells them to take the P uniforms and meet him outside, right? So then, both Mina and Sue just stand up and go go dress up, change. Yeah, change. They both go to change, and Aizawa, he's thinking, Aizawa is thinking how they are already his favorites, right? And Ochako does complain about them missing the orientation and stuff, but yeah, that's basically it. So yeah, they go dress up. Everything basically goes to Karen up until they ball throw. I mean, I really don't know. Yeah, they both know name. Yeah. So then, Mina gets, let's just say, without her name, she would get about 400, 500 because of her hockey, right? I mean, because of her super strength, right? And Sue would get without her name about 450, yeah, let's call it that. But with their name, Mina would get 950 and Sue would get 1,250. Yeah. So then 1,250 points. Yeah, meters, right? So then that's all well, and basically everything else goes to canon, except both Mina's and Sue's scores are higher for the best in almost everything, like except for the ball throw, right? And that it's Ochako, right? And Mirimo gets, because he already has full calling, and yeah, he already has full cal, so you know that's pretty cool. Yeah. What did I forget? Yeah. He already has full cal because he trained for like 3 years before UA, right? And he's like 50% of, without one for all, 50% strength. of Mirio, right? And with One for All, he's 75% Mirio with no quirk, right? But he can control, let's say, 20 off the bat, just like that, you know. He can control 20%, and he could control a 45, but it takes a toll on his body, right? Yeah. Heroes versus villains. I forgot about that. I'm gonna speed this one up. It's Mina and Sue versus Bakugo and Ida. And Bakugo is very, very angry at both of them because they are stronger than him, right? And they don't even have quirks that are for that, right? So, yeah, he's pretty darn pissed off. And, oh yeah, and the, quirk assessment test, Mirimo is at first place, second place is Mina, and third place is Froppy, right? So yeah, and yeah, so Bakugo is pissed off. He's gonna go after Mina first, then Sue. Yeah, so because Mina is the stronger of the two, right? Yeah, she's the stronger fighter, right? So then they go ahead and they fight, and they lose. No, they fight, and basically Sue just scares Bakugo with her presence, with her nen, right? And I did not mention this, that is Froppy's special ability is to turn water into air, into breathable oxygen, right? So then she can basically breathe underwater, right? So yeah, that's basically that's it. What did yeah, and so then Bakugo just can't move because of Susan, and Mina just knocks him out. And then they go upstairs, they find the bomb, and while Sue is distracting Ida, Mina slinks behind them and touches the bomb using Zetsu. I might be confusing Hunter x Hunter with Jujutsu Kaisen. I don't know, but maybe, perhaps. So yeah, Hero Team wins. They go home that day. Yeah, that's basically it. While they were in school, Deku made his vigilante costume, this costume, right? And uh, yeah, and he went out his first night of patrol, and he was just, walking around, saved a girl from some dudes. Yeah, and that's basically it. He doesn't kill the criminals. He just knocks them out and reports them to the police, right? Um, yeah, and that is basically it for that. Second night, he finds a gang member selling, giving out drugs to some villains. He knocks them all out. He calls the police and takes the drugs. He goes to the camp and figures out that the drug was supposed to um um was supposed to um make a quirk not be able to work. Yeah, basically cancels the quirk when injected, right? And uh yeah, he just he figures out that it's a female female human's blood. Yeah, let's say that, female human's blood. So then, and we're back with Mina. Oh yeah, and I forgot to tell you this, but Izuku made some yeah, he put some chips uh in in both Mina's and Sue's phones, so then they basically can communicate, right? And he can see their vitals and stuff, so it's pretty darn good, right? And he can see if they are in danger, right? So yeah, that is basically it for oh yeah, and how he made chips. They live in a forest. Remember, they have a generator, and he made electricity, and he, let's just say, yeah, oh yeah, oh my god, he took from the gangs, the gang members and the villains that he knocked out money, and then bought himself a computer and some stuff to work with. Yes, dude. Oh my god. Oh my god. So, yeah. They basically have electricity now, right? Uh, and Koda is sometimes alone, like while both. Yeah, no, actually, he's never alone because, Izuku works at night, and throughout the day he is there, right? Let's just say that. So, yeah. yeah, and this yeah, and while Izuku on patrol at night, Sue and Mina are there sleeping, right? So Koda is never alone, right? And plus, I forgot of this. Stupid. He has wolves, jackals, and bears, and a giant snake, and what did I get? Oh yeah, and an army of shadow knights, right? And because of Senku, his intelligence is flippin' ginormous, like 300 something, right? Yeah, he can store a lot of shadows and he can extract a lot of shadows. So then he just sends them out to check for bad guys, right? For villains and for gang members and stuff. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Um, I'm gonna stop for a bit. We continue. So then, yeah, he sends his shadows out at night, and he took a few more gang members and stuff, and yeah, and he found out where the Yakuza is, and we all know where this is going. But wait, while Izuku is at the camp with Koda doing some stuff, um, just training and stuff, right? And at this point, Koda was actually able to use a bit of observation hockey, right? So yeah, that's pretty cool. And his quirk is a lot stronger, right? Yeah. Sorry about that. Anyway, yeah, he's playing with Koda, and at this time, villains would appear at the USJ, and his Izuku's phone would alert him that both Mina and Sue have gone offline, and you know, in their last known location, which is right in front of the USJ, right? So Izuku just tells Koda that he has to go. It looks like Mina and Sue are in trouble, so you know, they go ahead, and Izuku leaves a few bears with Koda, just to, protection, and you know, and then a shadow from Mina's shadow, yeah. A shadow wolf from Mina's shadow comes out and then turns into Izuku. And I was always shocked because, really, dude, just fucking. Izuku just fucking came out of the fucking came out of wolf, and a shadow wolf, right? But he doesn't know that it's Izuku. A guy just fucking transformed into a wolf just transformed into this guy, right? So yeah, pretty darn cool. And then Izuku just runs off to the villains, and Aizawa does recognize him because he's like the shadow vigilante. I don't know what his name would be. Let's just say Zero. Yeah, his vigilante name is Zero. So yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah, he just fights all the villains and blitzes them with sprint and knocks them all out. Just like that, you know? And then he senses a strong aura coming from the Nomu, but he senses that it's not intelligent, right? It's not a human, it's an animal. So then he says, okay, I can kill it, okay? So then he takes out his 3 katanas from his grimoire and just puts one in his mouth and just cuts him, you know? And because it's made from devil steel and he has the power of the anti-magic devil and fucking magic in Black Clover is the same as a quirk, you know, so then it just doesn't wanna regenerate, right? And he just destroys the brain and kills it, and that's it, right? And then he arises it, right? And I've always seen all of this, right? And then, sorry about that. So, I was always surprised by all the things that, the kid can do, right? He can fucking create a book, then out of it pull out 3 swords, use them all, and go basically at the speed of fucking sound, Mach 3 light, you know? And at this point, Ida has run out and gone for the heroes, and he met All Might, and All Might is coming, you know? Yeah. And Shigaraki is scratching his neck, right? And Izuku puts, let's say, 3 shadow bears and a pack of shadow wolves in his shadow, in both Kurogiri's and Shigaraki's shadow, right? So, yeah. That's pretty cool. He does that. And then Shigaraki and Kurogiri just retreat. And Izuku says to all of his shadows to help out the to bring the injured to him. Sorry about this. Okay. So yeah. Yeah. That's pretty cool. And this is help bring the injured to him and knock out all of the villains. And let's just say that the gnome can talk now, right? And he has shock absorption. Regeneration he already has as a shadow, and super strength, of course. So yeah, pretty cool. Pretty sick, pretty sick. Huh? Yeah, that's it. And then Almec rushes in and sees that there's just a pool of uh, knocked out villains, a pile of knocked out villains in the middle of the USJ, and all the kids have gone outside by this point, so they didn't see the shadows, and neither did All Might, right? So yeah, he just uh, blitzes out of there, you know? Deku just blitzes out of there, leaving a note saying, from your favorite vigilante, Zero, right? And then he just runs back to the camp. Nothing happened to Koda. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. And yeah, that's where I'm gonna leave it off. Sorry, because this one is a bit shorter. The next one is gonna be him raiding the villain's base, and yeah, him raiding the Hasaikai, and that's pretty much it. I would say that should be it, right? Yeah, that should be it. Yeah.